Hi, this is Peggy Smedley with Connected World magazine, and today I'm joined with Charlie Catlett of Argonne National Labs and the University of Chicago. Charlie, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Peggy.
So Charlie, we're talking about the Internet of Things, and I'm really curious about why Argonne National Labs and the University of Chicago is really interested in the Internet of Things and all the things we've all been talking about, what's happening today and where it's headed.
Of course, Argonne builds technologies, sensor technologies, distributed systems, electronics. But from a science point of view, Argonne and the University of Chicago are interested in understanding cities in a way that helps us guide the development of cities, the operation of cities over the next several decades. Specifically, Argonne is interested in things like transportation systems and making them work more efficiently. We're interested in the impact that cities have on regional climate and vice versa. We have questions about the dynamics of air quality in cities and how those are affected by traffic patterns, weather, or the topology of the city. And the University of Chicago, we study social sciences and the health and well-being of people in cities, how city local economies work. For both of these types of science, whether it's physical sciences or social sciences, understanding what's happening in a city means that we've got to measure things at a much higher temporal and spatial resolution than we can without the Internet of Things.
Let's talk about that. In the city of Chicago and Midwest, we've been talking a lot about what are smart cities. And I know the city of Chicago right now is really interested in becoming a smarter city. For someone who wants to understand what that means, what would you define a smarter city mean?
Well, I think it means a couple of things. I think one is behind the scenes of the people walking down the street or driving through the city. The city is optimized in ways that make it work better and make it work cheaper. And we're working with the city of Chicago to optimize things like food safety inspections or elevator inspections, using data that we get from the city to help the city work better. Out on the street, you actually want to design cities that are walkable, that are safe for bicyclists and pedestrians as well as for people in vehicles. And so a smart city is one that would adapt to the conditions on the street in a way that helps it work better for the people that are on the street. As an example, you have 500 people or 100 people that are standing at a crosswalk waiting for a single vehicle to come by before it turns to walk. You might want to adjust those signals so that the 200 people that are standing there waiting will get the walk signal rather than the one vehicle coming down. And that will increase public safety.
Are those things really possible? I mean, we're now talking about, we have this Internet of Things Council that you're a part of. Is that really doable? Is that something that's going to be in our lifetime, that we're going to truly see a smart city?
Absolutely. I think not just in our lifetime, but the next couple of years. There are trials and test beds happening around the world in smarter cities. We're doing projects with a number of cities on the air quality question, and cities are beginning to adjust schedules of delivery trucks and things like that to improve air quality during the times of the day that people are walking around. In order to get there, we have to measure the city. We have a project called the Array of Things, and that is a set of technologies that will be deployed throughout the city of Chicago. 500 sensing nodes that will go up on street poles over the next 30 months. And that will give us information about air quality, about noise, about traffic movement, and allow the city to begin to anticipate in a proactive way issues that they need to adjust to, as opposed to waiting for a complaint, let's say, and then reacting to it. And noise is a really good example of that. It'd be good if the city knew that noise was increasing in this neighborhood because of a policy change or a zoning change, and could adjust the policy before it gets to the point where people are starting to call 311 and complain about the noise, and then you react to those anecdotes.
So Charlie, really we're running out of time, but quickly, when we look at all of these things and we say we're all going to have this smart city and the array of things, just define quickly, you've talked about the array of things. Is that something new that's different from what the Internet of Things is? How do you define the array of things?
We called it the Array of Things as a play on words between Internet of Things and an array telescope. An array telescope is a network of devices that can see farther in greater detail than a single device. So the Array of Things is Internet of Things technology measuring a city in great detail. And that's the project, the Array of Things.
Well, Charlie, thank you for being with us. You've helped us learn so much. We enjoyed your time today.
Thanks.